Testing, testing. Sorry for the feedback there. Finally got it worked out. Well, this has been a little bit of an eventful morning getting everything going. Thank you, Daisy. Thanks for bearing with me. Oh gosh, got my phone. Okay. Hi, Zach. Good idea to safe there. Pretty unfortunate to find this tight little window where the one ball is still available, but getting back up for the two is letting the stroke out. Gotta just barely cheat the pocket. Finding a line like that's not very easy. Tough position. You only got one option but to shoot at it. Turn down my feet a little bit so I'm not yelling at y'all. Yeah, Daisy, Dom does play very strong. Matched up against him one time. We played a 3-set parlay bet. 8, 9, and 10 ball longer races with a tiebreaker, or fourth set was an option of whoever was down, and he played very good. Look out. Oh, tough roll there. Yeah, Zach decided to go on a cruise, I do believe. This has got pretty good speed on it. Don't get jacked up over the four. Nice. It gets right by it. Or that may be the 5 ball. This may be a Cyclops set, because the 6 ball here is definitely a Cyclops color. Mike sneaking in incognito. This is a little bit touchy unless you feel like the 9 balls plays big for going 3 rails, so I'm going to say his target area is somewhere in here. A little short. So now, I don't think you can cheat the pocket and get enough angle. Trying to see what I would do here. Maybe just draw a straight back. Get the cue ball back over into this area and take a tougher cut on the 7. See what kind of angle he's got. Yeah, he was trying to get up there. It's not too bad. I know it's not ideal. Should be able to draw around. Always looking to maybe play with some inside. Zach saying he might jump in from a cruise ship to commentate. How cool is EvoSports that we're able? I'm down here in Medford, Oregon, able to sweat this match with you all and have a good time. Sweating a couple of folks in here that good buddies. Yeah, he did go the 2 rail option. Really nice shot. Good speed. Give a shout out also to Dylan for putting in all the hard effort to make this qualifier happen. I know a lot of the players are really excited about this. Somebody's going to get a chance to go down and play the big one at Griff's. Another shout out to Silver Star Saloon. They're going to join the EvoSports community with a couple of tables, it sounds like. It's still in the works. But we're grateful for them to host this event and allow us to have the cameras up here where we can watch this action. Just giving it a second while someone looks like they might be racking on the opposing table. Nice capitalize from Martin there. While they're racking, I'm going to share this. I do believe this is a winner break format, race to 7, both on the A and the B side. Um, First place is going to get full paid entry to the $1,000 entry tournament plus the $600 in side pots for the Moby Dick MOB Productions down at Griff's. Somebody has the option to turn their, I think it was $100 entry today, into a big payout if they can win 2 tournaments. So pretty cool stuff. That was a good solid break. The balls behind the 1 just came up a little bit long. Unless it gets behind the 6, yeah, it's going to leak out a little bit. I don't think we're going to see a little bit of a safety battle here with that 7-3 tied up. He might be able to go with this. I don't think the pocketing line is available. I kind of like, well, you can get the 1 ball just to go wide out into this area, leave your cue ball down in here is probably what he's going to be attempting here. Something very similar. Leaked out on him a little bit. But with that 9 ball there, it complicates things. I think chipping the 1 ball underneath of the 9 and getting your cue ball back up into this area be my first option here. Nicely controlled with the speed there. Might give up the jump. Cue ball is going to be tracking right towards the 5 ball on the make. He's sizing up the kick. Yeah, I kind of like the kick here too if you're concerned at all about getting over the 7-3. Be better not to break those out in this position. A little wide. Dominick's safety bearing fruit. Get ball in hand to see if he can work out the problems of this rack. Namely, if the 3 does not pass the 7. Because the 2 to the 3, it's pretty tight positional play. If the 3 does go by the 7, he'll probably be looking to be into this target area. See how well he gets on this 2 ball is key. Down and back up is smart. Might be enough angle there to work with. I don't think he can go forward with the 8 ball. It's going to be stunning between the 5 and the 6, or 4 and the 6, excuse me. But it's a pretty flat angle. I think like the max he might be able to get is like into here. Just looking to put top on it, maybe just sizing it up. Yeah. Carroll may be dead here. He just called it off of the 7. Might be a little bit high. He's putting a little bottom on it, trying to get the carry forward maybe. Shot doesn't get any easier having your cueing hampered by the 10. What a shot. Work's not over yet, but that was a nice start to things. Was a B shot right there. Having some internet issues here. I don't know if you guys can hear me in the chat or not. Reached out to our technical support, have them take a look at it on their end, see if it's the internet. I guess y'all may still be able to hear me now that I'm just hearing a little bit of feedback through my phone. Maybe not. The morning blues. Guess y'all may still be able to. Yeah, that means that there's something going on with the internet on the box there. Let's talk about this other cool event that's going on that Mike D and Eddie Mattia are down playing in at Griff's. Let me pull up that bracket. Take a phone call here, I guess, for just a second. Oh, he's on the stream table there. Well, I may just pull that up and commentate on that until we get. Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself here and keep this up and watch it on down 4-1. All right, yeah, I gotta pull that up. Come on, Mike D. Mike D is down 4-1, and his opponent is at the table. 3 balls left. Rough. Pull up the chat for the one that I'm in, because I'm gonna just patiently wait here. Looks like Mike D is about ready to go down 5-1. It's a long race, though. Race to 9. I'm going to reload my box over here just really quick, make sure nothing has changed. Yeah, Mike, I would have loved to seen you down there, too. Just got to be like Mike D and just holler at everybody to send you. I'll be right back. I'm back, and we're still frozen. God dang. I'd like to see one of these $1,000 entries be like an 8 ball. There was one that was almost going to happen, but like they didn't have enough entries. Mike W, I need 30 sponsors. Yeah. Hey, whatever works. I mean, he's getting to get out there and do what he loves. I have a hard time asking for things. So it's a difficult line to walk when there's not much money to be made in this game, and having other folks chip in to help make things happen. I mean, a 667, that's a pretty monster field. A lot of good shooters, bar box. Oof. Mike D, with ball in hand, get a chance to stop the bleeding. Yeah, Mike D is such a great guy. I mean, he puts a lot of effort into the pool community, and it's cool to see that many people backing him. Goes to show to his character. Not saying anything against it, just that it's a thing that is difficult for my wheelhouse to be able to achieve, even if I had the folks willing. Nice line on the 5. Here, I'm wanting to draw a line on this stream here because ours is frozen. Stun across. Yeah. So if you're in the chat wondering what's happening, we got some sort of internet issue happening here, and we're seeing if the tech guys can handle it. We do have Patrick Nix in the house, so if it is a tablet reset and he's not playing, that could be a possibility. But right now we're hanging out watching Mike D run these last couple of bowls down there in Griff's. Similar tournament to what we're hoping somebody here is going to win today. tech guys just got back to me checking in on it, so hopefully we'll get this resolved here quickly. Update on Mike D. He is now at 2-4 and breaking. Thank you, Mike W. Curious how the streaming works down there. If it looks like a player operated tablet, similar to what EvoSports has got going. Oh, I seen a change. I'm going to jump back in over here. All right, we are back. Thank you to the fantastic techs, Justin behind the scenes, jumping in and helping us get worked out. I am not savvy like that. I'm just sitting here with a headset on, trying to sweat some pool. Looks like we're jumping back in at 3-3. We got movement indeed. Seems a little laggy, so maybe they were having some internet issues there. We got Dom to break. Absolutely crushes that break. I'm going to reset mine, see if that helps with the lagginess a little bit. Yeah, definitely got a little bit of jumpiness. They may be in the box right now. Put yourself out here. I kind of like running your cue ball right out and around 2 rails. Trying to hold it down by the 3 can get away from you pretty easy. Yeah, something like that. But back cut here. If you can hold to this line, back out would be ideal. Center table. Easy ball to miss because you take your eyes off of it, but he handles it very well. Catches the. Nope, did not catch the point. Perfect on it. Dom looking in real good. Or did we switch here? We switched to Martin. Sorry, responding to Colin in the chat. Lost track of the player. Looks like he's in pretty good position here, other than the fact that straight on the 6 and straight on the 7 is easy to achieve here. I don't know if he can cheat the pocket and get off of the rail a little bit, give him some angle to work with. Oh, yeah, very nice. Eight ball is going to be a little tough to control. I don't think it goes in the side pocket past the 10. Doesn't go past the 9. Might have to come around. Gonna get into it. Get a good bump. Oh my goodness. That's brutal. Don't know if he can even see an edge of this. Tough ball to kick at and not give something up, that's for sure. I think he called the side pocket. Good solid hit. Is it going to sit funny enough? Checking with Justin about he can look into the box and see if they're having internet issues or what's going on. First round kinks worked out here. Is he going to hold behind the 9? Good solid try there. That's a tight area to get into to hook him on the 9 there, that's for sure. So the good solid kick from Martin leaves it funny enough that a return safe was difficult to achieve, but this is pretty containing. If he can slice this into the 8 and avoid the 10, should be pretty good, but you got to watch out for this line off of the 10. Oh, yeah, he interacted with it. 10 ball. I don't know if it goes by that. We're going to draw a line from outside to outside. Yeah, I don't think it quite goes by there. Might be seeing a kick coming this way. Have the 9 track back up into that. Yeah, that's what he's kind of looking at. Might as. Don't think this 9 ball goes into the pocket. I'm gonna draw a line. Yeah, I don't think it goes into that pocket either. Oh, is he? Please tell me he called this. Please tell me he called this. Oh my goodness. What a kick. Martin Chavez. Woo. That's about as good a kick as you can achieve on a 7-foot table. Coming in behind it from about here all the way up the rail. Are you serious? Wow. Martin to break. Oh. Might have been feeling his oats a little bit after that last kick shot. Adrenaline pumping. Cue ball comes off of the table and looks like he made 2 balls on the break. I'm gonna see if we got any live scoring. While he analyzes this out, looks like John Tell won his first match over Kurt Reich. Reichelt? Reichelt. Pronunciation is terrible there. He won that one 7-2. Let's jump back over here. He's still deciding how he wants to attack this rack. Jump back to the bracket here in a minute. I don't really see any issues here. Just want to get good on the 7 to play a natural line to the 8 ball, and everything else is pretty much just connecting the dots. Hold up, cue ball. Got away from him a little bit. These tables are playing quicker than what I'm used to here at home, so should be able to check this with a little bit of inside. Coming like right here and back out along the line, I would assume. He's drawing the ball though. Going the wide route. Yeah. Being dialed into your cue, getting a little bit funky. Cuts down on the pocketing some. I like just rolling this ball forward and taking the cue ball to about here. That's the same line. I kind of like taking the 8 into the side pocket and just letting yourself land anywhere in this area is good for the 8 ball. Coming up on the 50-yard line, he was going for the center table, the pinch and hold for the 9. What do you do here? Back cutting, it's really letting the cue ball loose. Pretty sure you still cut it in the corner. Just let your cue ball track forward and come back out into here, but it's a thin cut. It's hard to hold all that down and not underroll the ball. He might be able to come actually 2 rails backing out, but man, that makes your positional play much tighter. Tricky spot. Loaded up with some outside. Got wide of everything. Came underneath. Nice shot. Not completely out of the woods yet, but slow trickling this into the side is always a little nervy. If he has the ability to come up table and back out to center would be ideal. He's pretty straight on this ball. He should be able to roll forward. There was a little bit more angle there until he laid out his cue to show us the angle. Martin gets to 5. I'm going to check back in over at the bracket here. We got some live scores. We got Shane Dunkley. He's up 6-2 over Ben Minton. Zachary Lutz is up 6-4 over Terry Drake. William Pearson is up 5-3 over Andrew Paul Felty, and Michael Ryback are tied at 4-4. We're back to break. These events are so cool. Played in a couple of qualifiers, and there's there's a desire to win these that comes a little higher than your typical tournament because it's a swing chance to go and do some big things down the Vegas area. It's not just prize money. The gambler in me is like it's a chance at something bigger. Gonna be crashing in the 8-4 here, I think. No, he's just playing safe. I like that speed. Catching the point definitely is gonna give Martin a better chance at kicking and making something good happen with this ball. Because had it not caught the point and it was down here, I don't think he would have had the one rail option as available. Just gotta watch catching off the top side of this one and coming over into this pocket. Because you're trying, I would believe that you're trying to get onto the top half of this ball, or the side of the ball that's closest to him, sending the one ball down this direction. Does good, and I don't think that it's going to give up any sort of an edge. Going to leave a very difficult safety to get out of and not sell something out with this 1 and the 7 there in close proximity. Limits the ways that you can run into this. I think best he can probably hope for is getting the one ball to track down by the 9, leaving the cue ball close to where the 1-7 is coming off of the one railer. Touchy speed shot because very easy to sell something out with even a good hit. Good solid contact. Got a pretty fortunate roll there to leave it jacked up. Gonna definitely cut down on the accuracy, and he tied up the 7-9. Good returns containing safe, I believe, here. Probably. Do you go for the cut here? He does. And this rack is getting complicated. Could definitely going to see an attempt at a three foul if somebody can get on to a good safety first. You get the one ball or the cue ball behind the seven ball. Definitely is going to start that direction. It's a good solid kind of move some things around a little bit. This is another kick that's really hard to get a return safety on. Comes up a little long. Still lots of problems. I don't get a chance. I think the one can go by here, track up by the four and the eight. Might be placing this cue ball here and letting the cue ball kind of run into this pack. Always going for the 10 ball. Not a terrible option here, but the only thing that can happen terribly is hanging up the 10 and leaving some look at the one to finish it. But ball in hand, this is a pretty high percentage, but it's a tough shot. Drills it with authority. Dom answering back, getting that rack over with. Didn't want to go for the three foul. Ended it right then and there to bring it to 4-5. All right, let's check in back on some scores. I'm just going to go over what matches have been completed. Shane Dunkley won his match. John Vo won his match. Richard Hansen won his match. Jason G won his match. Javier won his match. And that's everything that's been completed so far. Back in the action, looks like break came up dry. 5 and the 6 are tied up. Little touchy safety shot here that I see immediately is taking the one ball off of the rail here and tracking your cue ball into a tight area. Even if it leaks out, though, as long as you keep that one ball tight to the rail, it's gonna work. Containing, gonna see a return. I'd be looking to get the cue ball to come along this line. If you can get the one ball up underneath the 9. He's looking at the one ball bank, maybe? Gives up a very thin cut. I think the natural cue ball line off of that cut is going to be heading towards the 10. With center ball, he's playing with a little bit of outside, it looks like. Wouldn't be opposed to playing safe here. Went for the cut. ties up some balls. And if you can get the cue ball tracking along that line. Not sure what happened there. Didn't give anything up too readily available. So slow down, doubles up nicely. Could see a kick safe. Trying to get your cue ball to end anywhere in here, then it doesn't really matter too much where your one ball ends up. You're going to have lots of coverage. You're looking to come into it like so. Came a little underneath of it. Is this going to leak out? Looks like he may have bumped the four ball with his hand. Oh, yeah, and his stroke. Four ball was like in here. They're discussing it. Usually the four ball was like right here. Went and rewound the tape while they talk it out. I don't know that this is an all ball fail. They may be talking about it. Little discussion. Yep. As close as he just got that, I think Dylan was also pulling up the stream. Yep. That's what they're doing, pulling up the stream. I think that's a pretty cool feature. Be able to do that. One perk of having another perk, I should say, of having Evo Sports Live up. All right, back to the action. I think he's definitely worried about this side pocket or corner pocket. If he can get along that line and break these two balls out, you're not going to have a look at the two more than likely, so he might play safe here. Yeah. Good thing we put the four ball back. Thank you, Dylan. Three six is definitely making this rack a little bit more involved than just a run out. Way Dom has been playing has been pretty aggressive. I know that if he has a look, he's wanting to take it on thus far. If he can come into the bottom side of this nine ball, It'll track out and kind of break out the 4 and give position to the 2. He was thinking along those lines. May have been a lot going on. What happened? Oh, the one ball came back and hit his cue. I was wondering why that one ball stopped so abruptly. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, on that shot when he was hitting the one ball, it came back and ran into his cue right here. That's how he's finding himself in this difficult ball to kick at. Looking to come 2 rails. Probably something along this line here. Pretty tough to miss that 10 ball. Oh, wow. That was so close. Watching that one back in the replay, and by a replay, I mean that it's, just a few seconds behind the live stream from what I'm seeing in the commentator studio. Man, that was close. Martin looking to play the 110. I think he might elect to play it off of the edge of the 4 ball, but if he doesn't, it just makes the pocket a little wider. The problem of the 3 and the 6. Trying to solve this rack in one shot. Oh, did try and get it into the 4 ball. Caught it a little full. Not selling anything too obvious out. Just might try and thin the 1 over this way and get the cue ball into this area. Could leave it on the bottom rail and just get back up table. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Nice object ball speed. Found the center area of safety in here. Gonna see a little ticky tack until someone's able to get a shot that gets a hook and maybe ball in hand. A little bit short on that one. Didn't get the coverage. I think Dom's gonna thin 2 rails and open it up and try and get back in behind the 7. Dom is not looking for safe. He banking it, getting a look on the 2. Just drawing a line from edge to edge to see how straight he got, if he's got enough angle to draw back into the 3-6. That's looking pretty stinking straight. See what he's able to do. Looks like he's coming across the face of it, maybe playing safe. Tough ball to kick at or get out and get safe. I don't think. Yeah, I think he was probably trying to play the 8 just because safety wasn't very available. Drawing a line to see how much angle he's got. He might be able to kind of get into the 6-3 with a really well placed cueing, but looks like he did call that 8 ball. Don't think you want to take the pot on here just because it doesn't lend to anything really productive unless you can really get up table. He was of a similar mind. Could put a little bit of draw into this, but man, that's kind of a touchy way to come at this ball. Yeah. Hold up. Oh, pretty slick. Especially if he got right up underneath of that 4 ball there, but this is definitely going to start moving this rack along. Thin it and try and get behind the 4. Ooh, just a little short. Right idea. Chris in the chat, let's go, Martin. This rack in particular has the past 2 racks have been a battle like this where balls are tied up and it has resulted in a combo on the 10. This rack is starting to break open ever so slightly. I don't know how close he is to that ball because if he could pocket it and bend it a little bit and get into this area, it would be ideal, but once again, I have no idea how close they are. As steep as he's going, I think they are very close. It did look like he just wiggled that 2 and was trying to get underneath the 5. I liked playing into the 3 to hopefully hold the cue ball or the 2 ball of the rail a little bit, but it still does leak out. And drawing back into this ball, the results are pretty hard to say how it's going to turn out. But I think you got to go for it here. Just feel like the 3 ball is going to stay in that area. Hopefully get the 6 ball to move if you can glance off of it and get your cue ball over by the 5 maybe. Three ball did stay there, did get over by the 5. Pretty tough cut, but it is doable. Coming back and crossed. If he can get this ball to go down. Look out. Oh, off both of the knuckles. I think your ideal line for the 5 ball would be something like this to beat on it, to roll forward for the 6. See if he agrees. Beauty. Should be able to roll forward into this area. I like that angle a lot. These 4 balls, if Dom can put it together, we'll have tied up. What's up, Mike? I think he's pretty straight. If he can draw back to right here, it'd be almost perfect. Wants a little angle on the 9. He had plenty angle to work with. Look at this stud. Ooh, gets a little funny. Gets a little funny. Natural angle's heading right at the 10. If he cheats the pocket, he might be able to come into it. What a stud. Dom with this 10 ball. Bring us tie 5-5. 1-7. While he's racking, I'm going to go over and check at the. Ooh, we got Patrick Nix Hill against Andrew Vincent. Nail biter, 6-6. Matt Schoburn just won his match Hill against Michael Jacobson. Trevor Hetty won his over AJ Summer. Also in a Hill. Man, some sweaty matches out there. Julian Robinson won his over Chris Robinson 7-3. He is now matching up against Richard Hansen, who won his over Morgan Prescott. We have a matchup with Jason Gravilla, probably butchering that, and Javier Venezuela. Javier's up 2-0 right now. We're back breaking. Looks like we got a ball on the break. Look at the 1. A little touchy on the 2 ball. If you're nudging it, it's heading over by the 6. Got the 3 to go. The 4 railer and around off of the break. Being close to the rail, man, this is. Yeah, he's looking if he can roll forward into the 2, but it's going to kind of go into a unfriendly area. Thank you, Mike, correcting me on the pronunciation of Martin. Yeah, I'm trying to work on a way where I can get the players to send me a recording. I did do a questionnaire to try and get some more information on the players. Working out how to get pronunciation done better on the players because I hate butchering names. With my last name the way it is, pronunciation is important. Dom took on the bank, made it, bank combo. Now he's having to play a kick at the 2. I think he wants to catch the long rail just before it, kind of playing a soft 2 railer here to avoid following it in. It's going to go long. Martine. Martine with an opportunity to get first to the hill if he can solve this rack. Avoids the 6 ball nicely there. Is he going to get enough angle to get back across? It's going to be a little flat. Probably going to just, he's looking if he kills it. I kind of like just rolling this ball forward and taking the 6 ball right in here. With authority. Martine, if you're watching this later, I apologize for the mispronunciation. This one's a little bit thin. If you're slow rolling this, it's a little bit dicey on. I like going back and forth. Beautiful shot there. That really solves this rack. Now it's just connecting the dots. Should be able to roll forward maybe just pure top. Yep, right where he was kind of pointing. Let's see how close he gets to Zach Zager's a lollipop. Look out, 10 ball. Don't get funky. Think he's okay. Think he's okay. He is okay. No problems here. It's a little flat, but he should be able to cheat the pocket a little bit, play with some outside. You can get it to come here and then really open up into this target area. If he is too flat, he can just draw back. Looks like he's playing with top. Might just roll in for the side pocket too. Nope, he went with the first option. Cue ball. All right. The lagginess is hard for me to identify the cue ball speed until it comes to rest. But with that 10 ball, Martine is the first to the hill. Am I getting the name wrong again? Yeah, I was getting it wrong earlier. I think I figured it out when I looked away and looked back. I'm not stoned yet. It's early. How often does this happen? On the hill, hit them good. One sitting right in front of the pocket. No look. It happens more often because we remember these unfortunate situations more than we do when we break them good and just run them out. Push out's tough here. Kicking at it's tough. The jump, pretty long distance to go up and over the 2, landing in this area. You're going to have a second bump actually, which is the difficult part. You got to get that second bounce to land right on the 2 or the 1 ball. That thin of a hit, it's real easy to go off of the table. Yeah, I was reading your first spelling there, Mike. And I was like, Martine, that seems funny, but Martine, I figured it out. It just took me a minute. Yeah, I think if you go rail first here, you almost have to be going in here and playing with some draw, letting that angle kind of open up. But man, that's hard to gauge. Gets a nice solid kick and stick. Where's the one gonna end up? Doesn't sell anything too easy out. I appreciate you, Mike. I'd have been just mispronunciating it the entire time. Gets the coverage. Puts Martine back in a similar but harder position than he was after the break. Might be looking at the masse to bend around. Kick and stick. That's tough to not get anything sell out. He's kind of looking at what this line lends him. Coming in 2 rails. Oh, he's looking to come in the 3rd rail. You got to be coming in pretty tight to the pocket here. I think his 2nd rail target is going to be like right in there. Did get the 2 rail interaction. What's it going to end up as? Gives a pocketable angle right on the rail. If the 2 ball clears by the 5, could just roll this in. I kind of like stroking it and trying to get back to center table. Now I'm looking at the layout of everything. He agreed. It's always easier to see the table when you're looking at the angles in person a little bit better. Just got to watch out for the 6 ball becoming a part of your life in this rack, in this shot especially. If you can avoid that, he'll be in good position to tie this back up. Oh, he overcuts it. Overcuts it. If he can easily access the bottom half of his cue without too much hampering, come back and forth, get back where he's at right now, would be ideal. Back and forth, keep coming. That'll do. Gonna be coming 2 rails at this. It's a little harder to get good on the 6 because I don't think the 6 goes by the 8 straight in. You might be able to trickle it in underneath of it. I think his target area is going to be center table again. He's off of the rail, has a look. Now he's going to size up this 6. We'll find out here momentarily if that 6 goes by the 8. I mean, you could draw this back out and around into this area, but that's asking quite a bit and flirting with the side, so he obviously would. Oh, Mike D lost his first match. He was down 4-1. Made a great run at a comeback and lost 9-7. Oh, looking at the chat, missed how that ball worked out. You know, I always wonder when I miss a shot like that and I have a tough one next. I'm like, did I just not want to make that ball because I didn't want to deal with what was next? If you can draw back off of that ball into that area would be ideal. Could always go off of the rail first here, catch it, and trickle up this way as well. You're kind of have enough of this ball to get at that line, I don't know. Having the 9 ball right there can make things tricky. A lot of pressure on this shot. Being down with your opponent on the hill in a tricky positional play, even though the ball's hanging right in the pocket. Dom really wants to capitalize on this opportunity here. He's going for the draw option. Lets it loose. Runs into the 8 ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think you're forced to kick at it. Try and catch the upper half or the half that's closer to you. Call it in the side. Oof. Depending on how comfortable you feel with your 2 railers. Can always 2 rail kick this. Yes, Mike. Indeed. Ouch. Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, the draw shot's good. The 8's up there. You can't draw into the pocket. You're likely to come on top of it, and you'll still be okay. And he found the one line that gets you up underneath the 8. This can be such a brutal game sometimes. Calls it in the side. Not rooting against Martine. I just want to see some hill action and a great kick. Let's go, Dom. I'm always just rooting for whoever's at the table. Good pool. Oh, don't do it. Slow down. What a kick. Not out of the woods yet. Ask yourself, do I go for the bank here? Do I play safe? I'm scared. So I play the safe like this. Leave the 8 ball like right here. Even better. Perfect position on the 8. Distance on the cue ball. This is such a tough position to get out of, especially if you can't see this half of the ball. The only thing I think you can hope for here is coming 2 rails with your cue, putting it back up here and leaving the 8 somewhere over in here. See how he works himself out of this situation. That's what he goes for. Is he gonna? Didn't get the hook, but he definitely did leave this about as tough as he could. I think from that position, I wouldn't be too upset with myself. Making him earn it. The pressure, indeed. Mike, the pressure is building with every shot in this rack. Not a gimme indeed. How's it going to finish out? Oh, I'll tell you, rolling this 8 ball in after that exchange is not a position that you think about too often. I mean, like, yes, this is a pretty routine shot, but slow rolling and letting your cue ball kind of naturally come over here with high nerves, you want to find a if there's a way to avoid it in my experience, you want to find a way to be able to put a decent stroke on this ball. Like I'd actually consider stunning over the rail and back out just to kind of give myself a nice confident stroke and not let my nerves get into it. Yep. Martine with these 2 balls for the first match, first round match. I think that cue ball getting away from him just a little bit just shows the nerves that are that are been exchanged in this last couple of shots for the match. Takes it down. They're shaking hands. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll be back once they tune up the next one. Peace. Thanks for hanging out in the chat with me too. Appreciate you all. Especially Mike, man. It's hard commentating by yourself, but it's nice when you got somebody in the chat to interact with, so I appreciate you.